This really hit home with me, and I wanted to share because this may hit home with you. It may help you to look at yourself different, show up differently. And I'm always wanting the very best for you and how you show up and how you create who you are. And this is Will Trent. And I don't know if you've ever watched this, but
Good.
Don't you find hiding your secret more stressful than it's worth?
Amanda knows.
Yeah, I figured. But everyone else.
Before I had dyslexia, you know what I had? Stupid, lazy, useless. I got cigarette burns for fetching the wrong kind of soup from the pantry. So I learned how to tell the difference another way.
that's so right on. And it really hit me. It still does. Because that's what I had. I had stupid. And you're stupid. You're lazy. You're not trying hard enough. I would get slapped. Or get pushed to the side. They didn't know this 50 years ago. They didn't know. They just thought I was stupid. In third grade, to have that teacher tell my mama, and I'll never forget it. Angel probably will never make it through high school, let alone go to college. And I remember my mama. She took me by the hand and she turned me around because I was looking at that teacher, and she came down to my level and she said, "Baby, you don't listen to her. You're special." And I'll never forget that. And she looked at that teacher and she said, "Shame on you." And she took me out of there. I didn't know what was going on, right? I really didn't. It's just like, okay, Mom. I'm in third grade. How old is that? But it was a violent family that I grew up in. And spelling was not my friend. And he just puts it the right way on how I learned how to navigate everything without words. And that's why I was such a good athlete.
Figured out how to navigate the world without words.
Yeah.
Every step of the way, there was someone there to tell me that I was broken, worthless. I decided a long time ago that I'm not letting anyone look at me that way ever again.
You know that having dyslexia does not make you broken, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. But knowing it and believing it are two entirely different things.
Knowing it and believing it. Whoa, that chokes me up. Because I know that each and every one of you know that you are la 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 la, whatever that is. But do you really believe it? And being here in these 5 weeks in silence has really helped me to connect to that. Because there is always someone that makes fun of me. There is still to this day, at 64 years young, I still have somebody that says, "That's not the way you spell it. Look at you. You messed that up." Or, "You're so funny. Look at it." And they don't realize what's happening inside of me because of how I grew up. And I want you just to take a moment and know that I see you. I value you. You're seen and heard. And no matter if it's dyslexic or it's some other, whatever it is that happened to you, you really can see through it. And there's still this, because there's still things like this that get me. But yet I'm able to turn it quickly right around and say, what? The stuff that I teach, the activation catalyst. Yes. How do I breathe into it, get up, walk around? That's not who I am. But it's also why I wrote my 2 books. And those were challenging. I want to throw that computer out the window, so I don't know how many times. And then the 10 other books that I'm a chapter in, because I wouldn't give up. And I know my story, and I know it can help you, and it can help so many. And that's why I stay on the TV show, even though sometimes I used to stutter also when I was a kid. And getting over being and stuttering, and sometimes I cannot get the words out or say the name or the word right. Doesn't matter. Do you really care? No, you just feel me. And I hope you know that I feel you, and that's what people see, not necessarily the words you say. Not being perfect by any means. And that chokes me up because I do that when I write to people. I do thank you cards. And these thank you cards are not AI. I don't put them in AI and then write them so they're perfect. I write them from my heart. And a lot of times the words they're just, I know everybody can make them out, or I have to go back and I read it and go, oh, I forgot this word. I knew it in my head, but I didn't write it. Or the D's and the B's, and sometimes I don't even notice. Does it really matter? Does anybody really care? No. They just see the card and go, wow, that was really heartfelt from Angel. And they feel seen, heard, valued, loved, big hugs. And I hope that's the way that every time I get on my TV show, every time I see you in the morning for my stories that say, hey, I love you, and take a breath in, get your water, do the biggest things, and sleep. Oh my gosh, sleep. If I've learned anything in this 5 weeks of silence, it's sleep. So I wanted to share that with you because we're all going through different things. And if you need some help, I'm here to help. And I get to. When he asked me last night, do you wake up like this? And I'd say, yes, I do. And I look at, who am I going to get to talk to today? Who am I going to get to have a dialogue and nurture? Who do I get to be with that fills me up just like I fill them up? That is the adventure. And that's why I say it's not a journey, it's an adventure. Have an adventure today. If you don't know how, let's chat. And I love you. Take a breath. Grab your water. And keep shining. Because really, your energy is the music of your life. So keep it tuned. Keep it flowing. And keep shining with such beauty that you really are. I see you.